Right. Good evening, everyone. Online students, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Kindly please respond in the chat. Online students, please check. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Please respond in the chat. Okay, my name is not visible. Just a sec. Okay, now you can respond. Please check. All right. Yes. Yes. Very, very good evening, guys. Very, very good evening. So, yes, you can hear me and you can see the screen. All right. So let us start our today's session. So guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small and a quick recap of the concepts which we had covered in our yesterday's session. So guys, yes, yesterday we started discussing about variables concept and yes, what are the concepts which we had covered? We know that we are having three types of variables like instance variables, static variables, and local variables. So what are instance variables? The variables which are declared inside a class, outside any method block or constructor, or as instance variables. We can access an instance variable in two ways. What are those? By using identifier name and by using class object. And for instance variables, if you are just declaring an instance variable, if you are not initializing it, no problem. Why? Because by default JVM will automatically initialize the instance variables with their default values of that particular data types. And yes, after that we already know that if instance variable name and local variable name both are same, then the first priority will be given to the local variable. In that particular situation, how to resolve that ambiguity also we have already covered. So same applies for static variables also, but some more important points. Like if you are declaring a variable as static, that is actually known as static variable. A static variable can never be declared as a local variable. Means inside a method or else a block or else a constructor, we cannot declare a variable as a static variable. So the variables which are declared inside a method block or a constructor, those are known as local variables. What is the scope of a local variable? Within that particular method or else block or else a constructor. Okay, in how many ways we can access a static variable? What are those? Identifier name, class object, and class name. In how many ways we can access a local variable? Only one way. What is that? By using its identifier name. So for instance variables and static variables, JVM will automatically assign them with their default values. But for local variables, JVM will not assign any default values. Whose responsibility is that? Programmer's responsibility. See guys, if you are just declaring a local variable, if we are not using that local variable in our program, we will not be having any trouble. Happily our program will be getting executed. But if you are using a local variable without initialization, then 100% will be getting an error. Why? Because JVM will not provide any default values for the local variables. As a programmers, it is our responsibility to assign a value to a local variable. So these are all the concepts which are covered in our yesterday's session. Now still some more concepts are left behind in these variables. So slowly in our coming classes, we'll be trying to cover. For example, could you please tell me how many copies of static variable will be available? Come on, only one copy. Static variable. When you're speaking about static variable, there is only one copy of static variable available throughout the program. When you're speaking about an instance variable, how many objects we are creating, those many copies of instance variable will be created. So we know these points, but programmatically, I did not explain these points. So for example, today we are going to start with this constructors concept, and by Saturday, you will be able to understand this particular 2 points. Am I clear with this, guys? So there are some other variables are also there, like final variables. So what are those final variables? Very soon we'll be trying to cover. Kindly please wait for it. Am I clear with this? Respond. Perfect. Now let us start with our today's session, that is constructor. So guys, actually this word constructor, right from our, I think, second or third demo session onwards, we are using this word constructor. Right from our demo classes onwards, almost every day we are using this word constructor. Am I right or wrong? Tell me. Every day we are using this word constructor. So I believe you already came to know how important this concept is. So today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow also, we'll be trying to discuss about this this concept constructor. So let us try to understand this. Please keep your side reading as understanding Java constructor. Please keep your side reading as understanding Java constructor. Java constructor. Okay. Now, just a sec. Hang on. Just let me try to close it. Let me open this one more time. Okay. Yes. Understanding Java constructor. Is that visible? No, right? Yeah, it's not visible. Why the font size has been changed, completely changed here? Now it's visible, I guess, right? Okay. Now, still not visible? It's visible, right? Okay. First point. Now, yes. First point. Java constructor. Java constructor is used to initialize a class object. Okay. Java constructor is used to initialize a class object. Now, second point, can you please try to write these points? Constructor is used to provide the values for a instance variables. Constructor is used to provide the values for a instance variables, or else constructor is used to provide values for instance variables. Okay. So the very first point, that is constructor, that is Java constructor is used to initialize a class object. We actually already know that point. Right from our demo classes onwards, we are using that word literally. Now, second point, constructor is used to provide the values for instance variables. This second point, kindly please wait. On Saturday session, we'll be trying to understand this. Am I clear with this? Okay. Now, guys, do me a small favor. Right now, please tell me what is the syntax of a method? Please tell me what is the syntax of a method. First, what we need to write? Access modifier. After that, return type. Just a sec. Return type, return. Return type. Return type. Method name. Just let me write it. MEDHOD. Method name. Parenthesis, open braces and close braces. Yes, this is the syntax of a Java method. Yeah, we already know that. This is syntax of a Java method. Okay, now just let me try to keep it like this. Okay, now I'm going to write the syntax of a constructor. Kindly please observe. First, we need to write access modifier. First, we need to write access modifier. After that, we need to write class name. Class name. After that, we need to write parenthesis and then open braces and close braces. This is the syntax of a constructor. Just let me try to write like this. This is the syntax of a constructor. Let me, okay. And this is the syntax of a method. Okay. Now, yes, method. Just let me try to write like this. Method syntax. Yes, method syntax. And this is constructor syntax. Constructor syntax. Okay. Now, guys, if you observe these two syntaxes, that is method syntax and constructor syntax, what are the major differences which you are observing? Could you please tell me? Tell me the first difference. Return type. I mean, exactly what? What do you mean by return type? Means, what is that? For a Java constructor, we should not write any return type. That's the rule. And second rule is we already, I mean, basically, this is the first rule. What is the first rule? Right from our demo classes onwards, we have been using that word. What is that? When you are speaking about a constructor name should be same as class name. So, guys, basically, there are two rules for writing a constructor. Two rules. What are those? Constructor name should be same as class name, and constructor should not be having any return type. Two rules. Two rules. So we'll do one thing. Just let me try to write like this. Two rules. Rules. Okay. Now, what are those? Very first rule is, the very first rule is constructor name should be, constructor name should be same as class name. Constructor name should be same as class name. And second rule is constructor should not be having any return type. Just let me try to write like this. Constructor should not be having any return type. Two rules. Two rules. Constructor name should be same as class name, and constructor should not be having any return type. These are the two rules which we need to keep in mind whenever we are writing a constructor. Okay. Now, sir, what is the difference between a constructor and a method? Yeah, wait, lot of concept is yet to there. So after completing this constructor concept, then you'll be able to understand what is the difference between this constructor and a method. Now, just let me try to keep this like this. Okay. Okay. What? Just a second, guys. Right. Now, I want to take a ID. Okay. Now here, I just want to write something. Just kindly please try to say what it is. Now tell me, what is this? What is that? Come on. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, please tell me, if I want to write a constructor, if I need to write a constructor, there are two rules which we need to follow. Two rules. By the way, could you please tell me what is the use of a constructor? I said two uses. What are those? What is the first use? Constructor is used to initialize a class object. What is the second rule? What is the second use? Constructor is used to provide the values for the instance variables. Oh, okay, okay. Now tell me the rules. For example, I want to write a constructor in my program. Listen, listen. I want to write a constructor in my program. If I want to write a constructor in my program, how many rules I need to follow? Two rules. What is the first rule? Constructor name should be same as, what is the second rule? Constructor should not be having any. Now tell me, what is that? Tell me, what is that? Is that a constructor or a method? Come on. It is not a constructor, guys. It is a method. How do you know it's a method? It is having a return type. I already said this when we discussed about Java method. At that time only, I said this, guys, if you're trying to write a method, pretty much damn sure it should be having a return type. Now answer my question. Can I have method name same as class name? Can I have method name same as class name? Am I going to get any error? Yes or no? No? Can you see that? Am I getting any error? Come on, tell me. Am I getting any error? No, I'm actually not getting any error. So can I write method name and class name same? Yes or no? 100% yes, I can write. I can write. Now, tell me one thing. Did you remember identifier naming rules? Naming rules. Tell me what is the last rule. Open your books. Check it. No problem. Check it. Check it. What is the last rule? Naming conventions of a Java identifier. Please. I want to know the last point. What is the last point? We can use Java class names as identifier names, but highly not recommended. So you already know, what do you mean by an identifier? Identifier means any name. It may be a variable name, it may be a method name, it may be a class name, it may be a reference name, object name. Any name in Java is known as an identifier. Am I right or wrong? So method name. Can I write method name as class name? Yes or no? Yes, yes, I can write, but it is highly not recommended. Okay, so I'll do one thing. For example, just let me try to write it as like method one. Okay, now just I'm just trying to write like this. Okay, and now I'll go with the void void class A like this. Class A like this. Now tell me, can I call this as constructor? Yes or no? Why I cannot call this as a constructor? Same name as class name, but it is having a Java constructor will never have a return type. What are the two rules? Please tell me, what is the first rule? What is the first rule? Constructor name should be same as class name, and constructor should not be having any return type. Am I clear with this, guys? So just let me try to remove like this. And now hang on, just okay. Now please tell me, answer my question. Can I write method name same as class name? Yes or no? Respond. But it is not recommended. Can I write constructor name different as class name? For example, I just want to write something like demo. Now, is that a constructor? No. We'll be getting an error. Why will we, like right now, why we are getting an error at line number 10? Come on, tell me. If we want to write a constructor, its name should be same as class name. Now, this is a constructor. I believe it's clear, guys, for everyone. Okay. Now, let me just try to come back. Okay. Now, types of constructors. Types. Just let me try to write like this. Types. Okay. Okay. Guys, actually, just like methods. Please tell me when you're speaking about a Java method, when you're speaking about a Java method, could you please tell me how many types of methods are there? How many types of methods are there? Two types. What are those? Predefined methods and user defined methods. Again, these predefined methods and user defined methods are classified into two types. What are those? Parameterized methods and non-parameterized. Just like methods, exactly like methods, constructor is also of two types: predefined constructors and user defined constructor. Again, these are classified into parameterized constructors and non-parameterized constructor. So right now, what I'll be doing, simply just let me try to write like this: constructor. When you're speaking about a constructor, just a sec. Okay, constructor. A constructor is actually classified into two types. Simply, I'm not writing predefined and user defined. Directly, I'm writing parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor, and non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor, and non-parameterized constructor. Okay. Now, just let me try to write like this: parameterized constructor and non-parameterized constructor. Now, we'll do one thing. For example, method one, system.out.println. Let me just try to write like this: system.out.println. Simply, I'm trying to write method one call, and inside this, now here, system.out.println. Guys, could you please tell me, is this a parameterized constructor or non-parameterized constructor? Non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor called. Okay, non-parameterized constructor call. Right now, I want to write a parameterized constructor also. Just let me try to write like this. And here, simply, I'm just trying to have int x, just simple int x. And here, I'll be writing exactly the same code here, system.out.println, but here I'll make it as a parameterized constructor called plus x, just like that. Okay, so this is a method, this is a non-parameterized constructor, and this is a parameterized constructor. Okay, now let us come back. Now here I have a question. What is that question? The question is, okay, we know what is a constructor. We know what is the syntax of a constructor. We know that there are different types of constructors are there, like parameterized constructor and non-parameterized constructor. Now the question is, how to call a constructor? just let me try to write like a small point here. Seriously, guys, from last 3 to 4 days onwards, I don't know what's happening with the system. Anyone face such kind of problem? See, the thing is, if I'm not connected with Zoom, it's running very fast. But when I connect it to Zoom, it's literally giving me nightmares. Anyways, I'll do one thing. Okay, right now, let me just try to continue the class. Okay, so, okay, just a small question. Just like a small question. How to call a Java constructor? How to call a Java constructor? Just a simple question. Okay, guys, please listen. Please listen. Let me come back to my program. Okay, now answer my question. In my program, how many methods are there? Let me check with that, Mitra. Let me check with that. Okay, guys, please tell me. Right now in my program, how many methods are there? One method. How many constructors are there? Respond. Two constructors. First one is non-parameterized constructor. Second one is parameterized constructor. Okay. Right now, what I want to do, I just want to call my method one. I just want to call my method one. Could you please help me? I want you to please tell me the code. Tell me the code. First, what I need to write? MAIN. I am writing the main method. Okay. After that, please tell me. I want to call my method one. Tell me. I need to create if I want to create an object first, what I need to write? After that, what I should do? What I should do? Initialize that object with the help of a just let me try to write a constructor, and here equal to AOBJ belongs to class A, just like that, as simple as this. Okay, now after that, AOBJ dot method one. Come on, we already know that. We already know that process. Okay, just let me try to get this console. Okay, now guys, answer my question. I want you to analyze line number 19. What is happening in line number 19? Okay, tell me. First we are creating after that we are initializing that object with the help of a which constructor? Which constructor? Which constructor? Non-parameterized constructor. Am I right or wrong? Right now in my program, I am having how many constructors are there? Two constructors. So I am trying to initialize my class object with the help of a non-parameterized constructor. So from line number 19, first our compiler will be going to line number 9. First, non-parameterized constructor will be executed. Am I clear with that? After that, we are calling method one. So please tell me, what is my first output? Non-parameterized constructor called, and after that, come on, tell me. Okay, right click. Come on. Right click, run as Java application. And yes. Come on, come on. Wait, you little wait, like this. Non-parameterized constructor called and method one call. I'll do one thing, guys. Just for example, now new class A, and just let me try to write 50. Just let me try to write 50. Now, please tell me what is my first output. Non-parameterizer constructor. After that, I'm sorry, what? Okay, guys, first, okay, here I'm trying to create an object. We already know that every Java program execution starts from main method. So from here, we are supposed to start our program. After that, we are trying to create an object with the help of new keyword and initializing that object with the help of a constructor. Which constructor? Non-parameterized constructor. From here, directly our compiler will be going to line number 9. Inside this system.out.println, non-parameterized constructor call will be printed. After that, in line number 12, what I am doing, tell me. I'm creating an object. Am I right or wrong? I'm creating. How do you know that we are creating an object? We are using new keyword. Okay, I'm creating an object and initializing that object with the help of a parameterized constructor. So tell me, from line number 12, our compile will be coming to line number 14. Am I right or wrong? Line number 14. And what is X value, guys? X value is 50. System.out.println parameterized constructor called and 50 will be printed. I hope you're understanding the point here. Okay. Now I'm going to write some more. Just let me try to write 10 just for our understanding purpose. And here I'm going to write 20. And here I'm going to write SYSO system.out.println start. And SYSO I'm going to write end. Just like that. Now please tell me, guys. Just let me try to remove this. Okay. Just follow the basics. Just follow the basics. Tell me, what is our first output? Start. Second output, non-parameterized constructor call. Third output, parameterized constructor called and 50. After that, 20. After that, 10. After that, come on, method 1 call. After that, perfect. Right click, run as Java application. And we should be getting our output exactly like that. Start non-parameterized constructor, parameterized constructor, and here we should be getting our output 50 also. 20, 10, method 1 called and end. Now the question is, still our question is remaining here. How to call a Java constructor? Anyone wants to answer this question? Tell me. Okay, I'll do one thing. Just let me try to write a small answer here. Okay. A constructor, a Java constructor, a Java constructor will be called simultaneously. A Java constructor will be called simultaneously whenever we are creating an object. A Java constructor will be called simultaneously whenever we are creating an object. I want you to kindly please have this in your notes for me. Please. Please. Right. Is it completed, guys? Okay. Do me a small favor. I want you to kindly please have this program and then get ready for a task. Please. Nagendra, you're asking, sir, what is the meaning of simultaneously? Simultaneously means not before, not after. Same time. Whenever you're trying to create an object at the same time, constructor also will be getting executed. Guys, is it completed? Is it completed? How many are writing? Raise your hands. Please. Please write. Please write. Please write. Guys, see, when I'm trying to scroll down or else when I'm changing anything, if it is not done, please just raise your hand. I'll understand. I'll wait. No problem. Okay. Please. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. Wait, Raju. I understand your question. If you are having two non-parameterized constructors, guys, I have a question from Raju. The thing is, sir, if we are having two non-parameterized constructors, then which constructor will be executed first? Understand the question first. If we are having two non-parameterized constructors, which one will be executed first? We will be getting an error. We will be getting an error. Okay. Duplication, duplicate constructor error. Okay. Now please have this program. Please have this program. Okay. I got a message from Shivram. Sir, please don't waste time by giving time to make notes. You will upload in the Google Classroom, right? Shivram, that is 100% correct, buddy. See, yes, I will upload the notes in the Google Classroom, and I'm sure that most of the people will not be checking the notes. Once the class got completed, immediately you will not be opening the notes. So I'll not ask you to write all the points. Okay. Maximum, most of the points I'll be uploading in the Google Classroom, but some are like very, very important points which you need to write it in the classroom only. Okay, sure. So not all points, but some points. Some points you need to write it in the class so that you'll just remember those points, please. Okay. Is it completed? Right, right. Please write. Please write. Right, right. Please write. And guys, I just want to inform one thing, that is September 2nd. When September 2nd, which date came? September 2nd, that is Saturday. It came Saturday. I may be on leave. September 2nd, 3rd, 4th. I'm informing you before only. Sir, why you are keeping leave? You said that you will not be giving leaves. Yes, maximum I'll not be giving leaves. The thing is like my wife, sister, daughter marriage. You can calculate it. So there are some situations which literally I cannot avoid. Marriage is on September 2nd, Saturday night. So if I'm not attending, my wife will not come back to me again. Please, I hope it's okay for you. I'll confirm it. Before only I'm saying this, but I'm trying to negotiate. I'll just come on marriage and I'll again come back. I'm negotiating that, but the meetings are not going well. So I'll confirm it again. I hope it's okay, guys, for everyone. Okay. Completed? Please write. How many are writing? Please raise your hands. How many are writing? 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute. Feel free to use shortcuts. So, where is the venue? Okay, it's okay. There is this village known as Anasagaram. You will Google it. Near to Nandigama, like on the road of Vijayawada Road. Okay, there in that village, the marriage is happening. Thank you, sir, for holiday. No, seriously, like if you are any one of your friends are, I mean, previously, if they got trained with me, ask them. I'll not give any holidays. 99.9%, I'll not give any holidays. 100% I'll come. But there are some situations where I cannot avoid. Okay, okay. That is very good, Amma Pavitra. Okay, I hope it's completed. Now, guys, come on. Jokes apart, listen. Please respond. Guys, listen. Now, tell me, what is the use of a constructor? What is the use of a constructor? Constructor is used to initialize an object. Second use is constructor is used to provide the values for the instance where that use we did not cover up to now. We'll be covering. Wait for it. And please tell me what is the syntax of a constructor? Access modifier, class name, parenthesis, open braces and close. So basically there are two rules for writing a constructor. Two rules. Rule number one, constructor name should be same name as class name. Rule number two, constructor should not be having any return type. So basically there are two types of constructors, like predefined constructors and user defined constructors. Again, these are classified into parameterized constructors and non-parameterized constructors. Okay, now the question is when a constructor will be executed, or how to call a Java constructor. A Java constructor will be executed simultaneously whenever we are creating an object. Am I clear with this? Now I'm going to give you a task. I'll be giving you a lengthy program. In that program, there will be multiple constructors, not a single constructor. See, in a Java program, there will be only one non-parameterized constructor. You can write only one non-parameterized constructor, but when you're speaking about parameterized constructors, you can write any number of parameterized constructors, not at all a trouble. But there will be only one non-parameterized constructor. So right now, I'm going to give you a task. I want you to kindly please write that program, and after that, try to guess the output. Okay, just now. Let me, please, please write the program first. Write the program first. Go ahead. Go ahead. Tarun, that is the reason you need to listen to the class clearly. You're asking, sir, if you are calling aobj.method1 first, method 1 should be called, then how class A parameterized constructor is getting executed? We are creating an object and initializing that object with the help of a non-parameterized constructor. So non-parameterized constructor will be getting executed. Anyways, come on. First, please write this program. Girls, code. You can discuss later. Write the code first. So if you are giving the correct output for this program, yes, up to now, whatever the concepts which you had covered, you are perfect in them. I'm not only speaking about today, I'm speaking about up to now, whatever the concepts which you had covered, you are perfect. What is this? Non-parameterized constructor. What is this? Parameter. How many parameters? Type. Carry on. Is this complete for everyone? Feel free to use shortcuts. I believe up to here complete for everyone. That's the code. That's the complete code. I want you to guess the output. Take time. It's okay. Take time and feel free to discuss. You can discuss. You already know that. But whenever you are discussing, please use proper terminologies. Just follow the basics. Just follow the basics. Let me just try to save this later. I'll save it later. Everyone should analyze. Please analyze. Guys, please analyze your program. Take it seriously. Analyze. If anyone is completed, do let me know. Analyze. Online students, if completed, kindly please give all your outputs in one single message. Just follow the basics. Just follow the basics. Please don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Start analyzing your program from the main method. Start. Completed output. Your output. Work on it. Work on it. Don't waste the time. Make sure you are analyzing. Everyone should analyze. Analyze. Please don't give up. Don't give up. Analyze and discuss. You can discuss the code. Perfect. If completed, please show me the output. Discuss the code. Explain the code to others. What is this? Perfect. Come on. Whenever you are analyzing the program, try to write from which method you are calling which method. Don't forget the basics. Analyze output. What? Why? That's the code. Analyze it. Completed? Show me. Perfect. Boys, come on. Please show me. Perfect. Perfect. One more minute. Perfect. Done. Deepthi, check your output one more time. Navya, check your output one more time. Shravani, no, check your output one more time. Azaruddin, perfect. Okay, how many of you completed? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Very few. Down. Okay. So, guys, shall I show you the output? 2 more minutes. I'll wait for 2 more. Just 2 more minutes. Starting from now. 2 minutes, guys. Just 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yes, Navya, that is correct. Shaikh, please check your output one more time. Okay. Now, guys, is it completed? How many of you done? Please raise. Please raise. Okay. Lot of time. Okay. Now, please check this. I'm executing my program. Sorry. Just let me try to show view console and right click, run as Java application. This is our code. This is the output. How many of you got correct output? Raise your hands. Actually, down 30%. Nearly only 30% of the people got the correct output. Now, I'm going to give you a task. The task is analyze this output. I want you to write this output and you try to analyze this output by yourself. How we are getting this output like this. And tomorrow I'm going to explain this output. Is that okay? Respond. So just analyze it. Try to analyze it. You just try to analyze it by your own. If you are getting your output fine, good. Tomorrow, just matter of 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, it will take time. That's it, not more than that. But first, I want you to analyze how we are getting this output. Okay. All right. So, guys, tomorrow we will be trying to deal with the most important concepts, key points related to constructor. So please don't miss our tomorrow session. Today you just know what is a constructor, how many types of constructors are there, when a constructor will be executed, how to call a constructor. That's it, not more than that. So a lot of other points are there. Tomorrow we are going to discuss. Is that clear, guys? That's it, guys. That's it for today. That's it for today. We'll be trying to continue our session again by tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Online students, I believe it's clear, guys. So for the people who did not got the output correctly, please analyze. This is the output I have given. So just try to analyze how we are getting like this. And then if you're unable to do that, tomorrow I'll let you know. It's just a variable name, yaar. Shivprasad. What is this OBJ? What is this yes? Just like temp. It's just an identifier name. Just an identifier name. That's it. Not more than that. All right. All right. Ria, not right.